The game's
play ball. 3. He's out.
So striding forward now,
The
Joe
fielder,
Frank.
number
He got
99.
on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Frank.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order, and
one run is scored, and this will bang up against the wall. And to score is the runner from first, make it 5-1.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
So digging in now, Jesse Chi.
Jesse Chi.
Runner breaks for third. And now they've got him in a rundown, and he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Stand up right here. Stand
breaking
up.
for third. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Joe Frank, fresh off a bases clearing double his last time up.
well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Ready now, David Ramos.
Now batting.
Baroa on
center
third.
fielder.
Borowski is
David
at second with nobody out.
Ramos.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Frank is over. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there.
Now batting,
Leading
Joe
off for
Frank.
Corpus
He
Christi,
flew out in his last
the center
at-bat.
fielder, Joe Frank.
No balls and one strike. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Ready for another shot now.
Now
Jesse
batting,
Chi.
catcher,
He'll go to work on getting that
Jesse
tying run home from
Chi.
second. 0-2, here it comes.
Way to go. You're here. You're here.
For third. Hit toward the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Hernandez.
The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, the single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Designated hitter, Jeremy.
0-2, here it is.
Ringo.
Swing and a fly ball,
Down
but
the line,
shallow.
halfway.
And that's not going to do it. And the tying run is in to score from third.
Boy, Dero, talk about definition of clutch, coming up in the 9th and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the 9th inning, and you're able to come through for the...
3, out, 3.
Settling in now, Joe Frank. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Grounded weakly to the right side. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Coming to the plate now, Richie Patterson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Frank giving chase. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's now an 8-6 game.
Boy, we thought this one was going to go way into the night. That is a big... Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
8-6, the final score tonight.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the Double-A. Now at the plate, Walter Chin. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Walter Chin.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Vasquez racing back. Boom goes the dynamite. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were...
That's ball 4.
Digging in now, Joe Frank. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Now at the plate, Jesse Chi, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Frank stands at second with no outs. Runner's on his way to third.
All right,
you're swinging bunt out in front of the plate.
Dig.
Throw on to first in time, one away.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
Now at the plate, Albert Vasquez.
Albert Vasquez.
The 3-0.
That's out. Ball 4.
Thought better of it, but now he's tagged out trying to get back to third. Digging in to try it again, Tomas Diaz. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Diaz.
High in the air out to center field. Frank is after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. Striding into the box, Joe Frank.
Fielder,
He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. Diaz fields it cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down. Into the box now, Max Davidson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Frank moving in. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's his second triple of the season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
Ready once again, George Brown.
Fielder,
Runner in scoring
25.
position with 2 gone.
George Brown. Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Rough Riders jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 70 earns his first win of the season. Charlton Pepper was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes.
Now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the Double-A Texas League. Tonight the second of 3 to start the week between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Frisco Rough Riders. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Doug Beal, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
Striding forward now is the DH, George Brown. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. High and deep to right center. Lingo is in pursuit. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. Man, this guy is a blur on the base pass, Danny.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end to any of those kind of thoughts.
Fabregas will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What's the key for a home?
The first baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Joe Frank. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Heading out towards shallow right, and it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. If you were to
the first baseman, Jared Hernandez.
Stepping in, Joe Frank. He flew out in his last at bat.
The center fielder, Joe Frank.
hit hard on the ground to second. And he has some trouble with it, and the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. So stepping in, Jared Hernandez. He drew a walk, his first.
Jared Hernandez.
So striding in, Joe Frank. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
To second for 1, and now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
Now batting, the first base.
Digging in, Jared
Hernandez.
Stepping up now, William Williams. He's
now
0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Williams.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with.
Striding in
now
once again, Joe Frank. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Frank.
He's set. Here it comes. Drilled to the left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Stepping in, Willard Burkhart, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. And this will bounce over the wall out there. And that's digging in and looking for more. Joe Frank. He singled his last time up. He's set and the pitch. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. And a big moment for him there. His first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses. Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Anthony Woodall claims the win out of the pen, his first. Garrett Lawrence earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vac.
A fast-developing prospect has his first encounter with the media. If his progress continues, it will be the first of many such encounters. This aspect of life as a ball player will demand the learning of an entirely new kind of skill set.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Jeffrey Studer, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance.
Now at the plate, Joe Frank. And a look at the stats tell you how hot he's been in April. Well over 300 to start the new campaign. Hit out towards second. Cairo is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So only one hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to... At the plate, Rico Gonzalez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Rico Gonzalez.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Frank. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Frank. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Frank.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking.
Standing in, Joe Frank, and their runners at the corners now.
Joe Frank.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Here's the 0-2. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Roberto Cairo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Drives it out to deep right center field. Vasquez going back on it. Boom goes the dynamite. Solo shot to right center. Second home run early in the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result, a reason to be...
At the plate, Joe Frank. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Roberto Cairo. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Tony stands at second with 2 gone. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Frank coming in. He can't get there, so the inning will continue as he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit.
So coming to the plate, Joe Frank, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Amarillo Sod Poodles used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.